Alright, good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about and showing the Alvaro De Bazan, the new Tier 10 special Spanish destroyer. It is a Spanish ship. This is the first Tier 10 Spanish ship in the game, and it is a special ship. Of course, the Spanish do not have their own, they don't mix with the Pan-Europeans because apparently, I believe, maybe potentially they have ideas to make it an actual line in the future. But here is the Alvaro de Bazan, which is a special ship, and it is the first Spanish tier 10. Not the first Spanish ship. The first Spanish ship was Canarius, but this is the Alvaro de Bazan. So I think we should start off. Oh, well, before I go on, I should tell you what it's available for. It is available for 238,000 coal, and until the 30th of September, it will also be available for 34,950 doubloons. Basically the exact same as Napoli. But so this ship will be available for free, obviously, throughout the rest of the game. 238,000 coal. Let's start off with my commander build. I have preventative maintenance, last stand, survivability expert, concealment expert, adrenaline rush, fill the tubes, main battery and AA specialist, and demolition expert. And for my modules, I have main battery mod 3, concealment system mod 1, prop mod 1. Ah, fuck, what am I doing, man? Damn. And for my equipment, I have main battery mod 3, concealment system mod 1, prop mod 1, aiming system mod 1, engine boost mod 1, and main armaments mod 1. And in terms of the camouflage, this is the only premium or perma camo you have available for it. It obviously gets the premium economic bonus because it's a special ship. But as you can see, this is the only camo available, which is literally just this, I guess, which gives you a Spanish flag and stuff. You could also wear no camo, which also has the Spanish flag. But yeah, I mean, these are the Spanish camos, dark blue. Sorry if there's a cloud in the way. Apologies. But yeah, so this is the Alvaro de Bazan camo, which is basically a simple gray. I don't like it, but that's up to me or you to decide. But yeah, I think we should move over to the first game in the Alvaro de Bazan. Alright, so here we are in Alvaro de Bazan game. This is on Northern Waters in Alvaro. And let's go through some of the raw statistics of the ship, or just talk about some of the statistics that we have. Like, for example, we have 30,000. Indeed. We have 30,100 HP. We've got a 5.1 second reload with our build. 1.9k alpha damage with HE and 2.5k with AP. Our range is 12.6, which should be sufficient. We have 8% speed boost. We've got, of course, torpedoes. These are Regolo torps, as you know, if anyone has actually taken a look at the ship. Of course, I showed it to you a bit in port. I didn't really tell you, though. It looks very similar to Regolo. This is because I believe that this ship is basically based on the Regolo, but stuff has changed. It has a normal smoke screen. It has an 8% speed boost, so not like Regolo. We have, of course, Italian torps, but most importantly, maybe something you have noticed on our left-hand side here, next to the shell, we have an F key, like super ships. So what does that mean? Every time we click F and we shoot, it will shoot 3 salvos in very quick succession, and the reload time of the F key in this case is 25 seconds. It's not that long compared to super ships. This is due to the fact that, well, you don't actually get any buffed shells or anything. You just shoot 3 salvos out, that's it. Okay, but it could help you in a situation where you want to finish a destroyer earlier in an engagement. It could help you, for example, in some times. But yeah, that's pretty much everything about the Alvaro. It does not have any armor plating either. It's very huge. It's a huge destroyer. It's easy to do the damage to. It's easy to hit, but you do not have any armor plating. So it's all covered in basic destroyer plating, which can get penned by pretty much everything except Fen Yang. Oh, spotted Haaland. Hello. So let's engage him. 3.2k, not bad. We're gonna FK him right now, actually, because I do wish to go dark earlier on in this engagement. I don't want to engage him for the entire duration of this engagement. I'm sure someone else can finish him off. We've done 14k to him almost. I just don't want to fight with a Hindenburg and the GK in the range either. The Haaland did go down. We're gonna try to dodge the salvo from the Hindenburg if possible. We did, we're okay. And now we're going to go wide and try to fight the GK himself in an isolated fight with him if possible. Of course, we have an Incomparable and Des Moines with us. Well, the Des Moines not really with us, but he's kind of close. The Incomparable is the one who's going to be really supporting us here. But yes, this GK is chilling. We should be able to farm a slight bit out of him if possible. But yeah, so some of you are wondering, do I recommend this? I'm just going to let you straight up. No, early. I mean, I'll let you know again at the end if you want to skip to the end as well. But I'm just going to let you know, I personally don't recommend this ship. I think it's awful. From testing it very, very extensively, I have tried it a lot. I can't get used to it. It's not fun for me. Like, it seems like I can just achieve more in, for example, a Sherman. And Sherman's a cold ship also. I can also achieve more in, for example, a Harugumo. Harugumo is very almost similar in a way. Because it's a gunboat and it has good torps. The torps on this aren't amazing, but they're alright. I think they're alright torps. It's just not exciting for me at all. I just don't see why would I play this over any other, you know, destroyer in the game. Okay, so let's think about why to play it. Maybe top speed's good. Well, it's 42. With speed boost you go 45. I mean, that's not bad, but then again, I mean, you could play gunboat Grozovoy. It has 12-kilometer torps now because it got buffed. It's doing alright, and the guns are significantly better, I would say, on Grozovoy. Sure, you don't get an F key, but an F key isn't really the be-all, end-all, you know, of this ship. I don't think the F key really makes that much of a difference in terms of the selling point of the ship. I think the ship is, you know, alright, but I don't think it's anything spectacular, and I wouldn't invest my coal into it, that's for sure. Of course, I have a test version here, of course, so I do get it for free to review for you guys. I have to be honest with you guys, I do not like this ship at all. If you want to play a gunboat at tier 10 for coal, specifically for coal, of course, you can get some for tech trees for free. But if you want to play a gunboat with smoke, that's available for coal. F Sherman is available. Sure, it goes slower, but then again, I mean, honestly, the guns are significantly better. Significantly better. Another destroyer alternative for this, which is actually free and it's not for coal, is Grozovoy. I think Grozovoy is a fair alternative for this. Grozovoy has better concealment. I think Grozovoy has okay torps. They're not anything spectacular, but they're alright. But the thing Grozovoy trades out, which is better, is the guns. I think Grozovoy's guns are significantly better. And you can say, oh, but Molto, you shouldn't be comparing it to X or Y. I mean, yeah, you should be comparing it to X or Y, because that's how it works. That's how this game works. You should be comparing things. So I'm going to compare this to Grozovoy, because I think this is supposed to be a gunboat, especially since its gimmick is built into its guns with the burst fire. So I'm going to compare it to Grozovoy, because that's a fair comparison to be made. And I just think Grozovoy does beat this ship. Maybe not in a 1v1, but overall, throughout a number of games, statistically, it will. I do think so, yes. And the thing is, Grozovoy has more gun range. It has a heal. Sure, it doesn't have 30,000 HP stock, but it has a heal. The speed isn't too bad. Grozovoy smokes are similar. Grozovoy, I mean, you can make fun of it and everything, but it has DFA. Sure, it's useless, but it has it. Extra on top of everything. And it has, of course, speed boost and stuff. Like I said, the torps are 12-kilometer, whatever. Another cold ship, gunboat, since if you want to just compare it to cold ships, is Marceau. People are going to ask me in the future, people already ask me all the time, F Sherman or Marceau. People are going to ask me which one of the three would I pick, Alvaro De Bazan, Sherman or Marceau. My answer has always been Marceau, because I do prefer personally the open water playstyle of the Marceau and the speed of the Marceau over, for example, the slow speed of Sherman and the smoke playstyle of the Sherman. But if I were to have to, like, just pick between Alvaro, Marceau, and Sherman, I would still pick Marceau, obviously, so getting that out of the way, I would still pick Marceau. This thing is just not inviting, not exciting at all for me, man. Not exciting at all for me. Of course, if you're Spanish, this is probably really exciting for you, because, you know, you get your first Spanish tier 10 ship in the game. I'm not feeling it at all. Like, it's just, I don't know why. I just don't like it. It's because maybe the reload is so slow. Maybe because it's so big. Sure, it goes fast, but it's literally huge. You have to remember, Regolo, I mean, it has, what's it called? Right, so we're getting kills. This game isn't over. This game is not a scratch. So, We're gonna turn back towards the B cap and see what we can do. If possible. Hopefully our Incomp can deal with a Minotaur. Incomp should Giga Smash Minotaur. Oh my god, he's back. He's submerged. I'm just gonna try just walk over him. He's here. What if I launch like this? Okay, he's here. It says he's here, so I assume I'm gonna turn right. Just launch depth charges, potentially. I'm gonna relaunch another set. I think he's... I mean, it should be right here, right? It said he's right here. It doesn't seem like he's right there. It's not doing any... Oh! We got one. Just one. Not bad. We got one. Depth charge for damage. That's fine. We're gonna keep going this way, because there's no point to waste time on the submarine when we're literally losing the game from caps. I'm gonna try get into the B cap here. Sadly for our Des Moines, I mean, we literally can't do anything to the sub. We're asking our Des Moines if he can do it, because it's the only way we're ever gonna see the sub. If he's under 2 kilometers from the Des Moines, if the Des Moines hydros, we can actually see it. I'm gonna get into the cap here. What radars does the enemy team have? Nothing. But they do have the Somers, so we have to be really careful here. And you can say, oh yeah, this thing has a lot of HP, and that's true. But the concealment, 6.2, mixed with the fact that it's huge, you'll get outspotted by quite a fair amount of DDs at tier 10. And really and truly, you're gonna get shot at, even if it's not by those DDs themselves, you're gonna get shot at by their teammates, and, well, you're huge. They're not gonna miss you. They're not gonna miss you. Let's try smoke up over here. Alright, Colombo instantly went dark because I was spotting him. Mistakes were made. See if we can get some on the Poison. The smoke doesn't last a long time in terms of laying time, sadly. Only 20 seconds. I also have F key if we need. But the F key, I mean, in this situation, it's pretty much useless. It's kind of just a risk play to use F key in these situations, even to set permafires. It is a risk play. You're kind of just hoping that you're gonna get an extra fire if, for example, he DCPs one. It's not like having a reload booster, for example. It's a bit different, for sure. Double fire and Poison. He's gonna DCP those. I'm gonna go around and try to spot the Somers. Oh, here he is. There's Somers. Poison died. That's good. We'll try deal with the Somers. This game's gonna be a really hard one. We do have map control right now, but we're down on ships. We're down on a lot of ships. And well, they have a submarine, so it's gonna be... Well, we're down on even more ships now. It's gonna be really hard to do this stuff. Okay. Maybe the Somers just suicides on me. I don't think so, though. Highly unlikely. "25 seconds for my speed boost. Of course, we could get torped here. I'm RPF'd, so the Somers knows exactly where I am. We could get torped. Another skill you could have taken instead of what I taken is AFT. You could take AFT on this thing. You could take Fearless Brawler or something. Fearless Brawler probably pretty decent on this, to be honest. But that's if you open water. Oh. Can I shoot you? Nope, only one. I don't think I get the relight booster. I'm gonna try torp like that. Torpedos. So yeah, you do get a Spanish commander, I guess. You do have to retrain, so when you're gonna buy this thing, you're gonna have to have no captain pit points. You're gonna have to start from the beginning. And when I talk about the build again, I will tell you which ones to take one by one in order. If you are gonna buy this thing and you're gonna spec it one by one, tier by tier. If you have Canarius already, you might have a Spanish captain, and you can drag it for free onto this one, and you will have availability. If you're, I don't know, a Canarius main or something, you might have captain points on Canarius, which could be good for Alvaro. I call it the Bazan, but I think people call it the Alvaro, so I should start calling it the Alvaro. Somers is out of smoke. I believe he's the one who's spotting me. Right, I can't shoot. I'm gonna play spotting right now. Because we're trying to win the game. Play spot bot moment. Hopefully Montana can smash the Hindenburg potentially. Let's try kill the Hindenburg here. We don't have any smokes left. Of course, but this is because we don't take Superintendent. You could obviously take Superintendent to have extra smokes available for you. Strike it behind this rock from this guy. Oh, I'm still spotted though. Not good, not good, not good, not good. 8 seconds for cap. Oh, Montana got torped by Balao. Yeah, there is a submarine in the match. Pretty unfortunate. 1 second till cap, we'll get the cap. Oh, the Montana kills the submarine. That actually helps us out a lot. If Incomparable has a heal, this game is still okay-ish. But I don't think he has any heals remaining. We're gonna go around. We're gonna play this as safe as possible. This is what I mean, man. It's just, I don't know. Like, okay, it's 121k. Like, for some of you, like, you might be saying, oh, it's not a bad game, you know? Like, but we're losing, and I feel like I'm powerless to do whatever, like, I can't, you know? I can't do anything. We've done 3 solo caps this game, so we have actually tried quite fairly, I would say. And I would say this is an above average Alvaro game, to be honest. I would say it's an above average Alvaro game, to be honest. I could FK the Hindenburg, but I'm scared that I'm not gonna kill him. We'll FK him next salvo, because I will die if I don't FK him. I'm not dark, somehow. Wait, but he's behind a rock. Who's spotting me? Minotaur! Minotaur's here. Where? Yeah, there he is. I die. GG. Alright, so we ended up doing 129,000 damage, 314 shell hits, 2 kills, 8 fires, a submarine hit, 7 spotted, 3 solo caps and 2 defended, so we did definitely try. Team score, we got top of the team, 1.4k base XP. Sadly, we did end up losing the game. I mean, maybe we could have killed the Hindenburg with an FK a bit earlier. Probably. And then we tried to deal with the Summers later, but he also had a Minotaur with him, so it would have been really hard. You know, a lot of the things we damaged actually did end up dying, except for the Summers and the Colombo. And credits and XP, this is what we got. In terms of my commander build, I'm actually only gonna show one game today because I feel like I said enough about the ship. I think I've said like pretty much everything about the ship. So for my commander build, I have preventative maintenance. So in order, I'm just gonna tell it to you in order, which you should take in order. You should take preventative maintenance, last stand, survivability expert, concealment expert, then adrenaline rush, then main battery NAA specialist, then fill the tubes, and then if you want, you could potentially take, actually I think this one would be significantly better, consumable enhancements over demo expert. I think demo expert's like okay, but it's not anything too spectacular. I think honestly taking the actually you could also actually take superintendent. I think last game it could have actually been really useful. So honestly take superintendent if you want. I think that could probably actually be better than fill the tubes even. I might actually switch my build. So if you were to do it, preventative maintenance, last stand, survivability expert, concealment expert, adrenaline rush, then superintendent, then main battery and AA specialist, then you can take consumable enhancements. You could also take this one, main battery and AA expert. I will be experimenting a bit more with it on stream. If I do end up updating the build, I will leave a pinned comment on my YouTube video here, but I mean, it's not going to change too much, to be honest. And even if it does, it won't change the playstyle at all, to be honest. So, for my build here, main battery mod 3 won't change, concealment system mod 1 won't change, prop mod 1 won't change, aiming system mod 1 won't change either, engine boost mod 1 won't change, and main armaments mod 1, those will all remain the same. So for equipment, it's all the same. And like I said, this ship is going to be available for 238,000 coal or 34,950 doubloons. But the doubloon option will only be available till the end of September, 30th of September 2022. The rest, of course, the coal, you can buy it whenever you want. This is the Alvaro. Do I recommend it? No. I think you should buy a Grozovoy for free it could be a better option. You could buy, for example, a Marceau. If you wanted it for coal instead of for free, you could buy a Marceau. I think Marceau could be really fun. Okay, if you don't want smoke, you know, if you really need the smoke, well, you know, Sherman's there, but Sherman's really slow. Obviously, this is a more mobile. As you saw last game, we basically covered the entire map because the ship is so fast. And you also have mobile smokes. It's not a bad ship by any means, guys. It's just not something I'm turbo excited for personally. I've tried it extensively in various test iterations, and it just doesn't seem like a ship I'm personally excited for. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. Obviously, if you are going to end up buying it, it's still a usable ship. I'm not saying it's garbage. Obviously, it's a ship that's playable in the game. It's really not that bad. It's just when you're comparing it to other options that are available, for example, Marceau, or, you know, Sherman's a significantly better gunboat. Marceau is a better gunboat. You know, they're really good. It's just when you're comparing it to these, it's very difficult to say, oh my god, this thing is incredible. Obviously, not every ship has to be giga crazy in terms of farm. I think this is a good, fairly balanced ship. I just think maybe it needed a slight reload buff, maybe, or something. I don't know. It just doesn't seem exciting for me. The F key is an interesting concept, but I feel like it traded a lot to have that F key, if you know what I mean. You know, I think it's a fair ship, and honestly, I was a bit harsh on it, but I have to say it's not the worst ship, but it's by far. I mean, it's not a good ship that I'm willing to spend that much coal on. There's way better alternatives than this one, guys. And that's what I'm trying to say, is there are other options you can get for cheaper or free. So keep that in mind. Harugumo is a fair alternative. Grozovoy is a fair alternative if you want tech trees, you know. Or even Daring could be a fair alternative. These are all fair alternatives to this thing. But let's say Grozovoy and Harugumo. And then for the cold ships, Sherman and Marceau. Well, it depends if you like open water and smoke playstyle. Now, I'm sorry. Of course, I've talked a lot about do I recommend the ship or not. I try to speak the truth as much as possible of what I think about the ship. But this is pretty much the ship. Just to show you, it doesn't have any special armors on it or anything. It's all 19 and 13, so it's all really bad armor plating. But that's pretty much it, guys. That is the Alvaro De Bazan. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just do let me know what you think about the Alvaro De Bazan. If you have any additional comments, if you disagree with me with some points, just try to be as nice as possible, because sometimes when I read comments, some of you guys disagree. You start off with "you're dumb" or something, or "you're wrong." You know, just say, okay, so I think X or Y. Simple. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much the Alvaro De Bazan, and I'll see you in the next video. Big fan, guys.